Inspired by a presentation I recently delivered at the National Roads and Traffic Expo in Melbourne, I'm excited to bring you this series on building a net zero strategy. One of the concepts that resonated most with that audience was a simple way to understand net zero using a seesaw. Think of net zero like a seesaw. On the left side, we have a big block representing our current greenhouse gas emissions. It's weighing down the seesaw, just like our emissions weigh on our climate. Our journey to net zero begins by lightening the load on that left side. We do this by reducing emissions as much as possible. This means making changes in areas like energy use, transportation, and materials, cutting emissions down to a minimum. As we work to reduce emissions, we're left with only the hardest to remove sources, those final emissions that are tough or costly to eliminate. This reduction doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process requiring commitment and consistent effort over time. To achieve net zero, we need to balance out those final emissions with removal-based carbon offsets. These offsets come from projects that actively remove carbon from the atmosphere, like reforestation or soil carbon projects. By reducing emissions as much as possible and balancing the rest with carbon removals, we reach net zero, a critical balance that supports a sustainable future for our infrastructure and communities. Stay with us as we explore the practical steps and strategies for getting there, starting with building a solid foundation. Visit the next video or our blog post series to learn more.